What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS, as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour. We are back inside the building once again, and we are jumping into what could be a very, very exciting link-up. 3 of, I'd say, the 20 biggest names in Nigerian music right about now. Benson, aka formerly known as Buju, alongside Kizz, Daniel, and Seyi Vibez, also produced by SARS. This is looking like it could be a banger. It goes by the name GWAGWALADA. Yeah, I'm very excited to get into this one. I've known this one's been dropping for a hot minute. I did see a little announcement about it. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it sounds. As always, friends, if you are new to the channel and you are enjoying what we are doing, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Without further ado, let's jump right into this one. Let's go. You can already hear that sort of SARS finesse in the shimmer. So this has already got some real kind of sunset Amapiano flavour to it. Again, I don't necessarily know if Amapiano is the right word, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm watching a sunset. I just feel warm listening to it. Just the chord progressions on this combined with that bass line. Again, the kind of shuffling drum textures that are going on. Not really Amapiano, to be honest with you, but there's just, I don't know, a warmth about it right from the jump. Again, that introductory vocal sounds clean, almost kind of just shimmering off the top surface of the instrumental. When you put these 4 names on a tune with SARS on production, you're going to end up with something spicy, let's be honest with you.
I enter from my pucha GWAGWALADA. One more takasu face I want. I know fit for some if it don't pass my power. I roll up a shawarma. I dey for GWAGWALADA.
This sounding so clean, man. Again, I'm loving how bright those shaker tones are. You've got these really nice kind of shakers, almost like almost tambourine style sounds that are just giving a brightness to the rhythmic section and giving the whole thing this extra level of shake. And then on top of that, you're hearing this Benson vocal, which is so delicate as always, just kind of caressing the top layer of the instrumental structure down below. Loving the slow progression of the chords as well. They're giving it that, again, that slow build up, that momentous journey feel that you do kind of get from Amapiano, but I feel this is a different sort of texture, and we're going somewhere different with it, which I always love to see. Let's go.
I know fit fast, I don't fit you past my power. I roll up my shawarma, I dey for GWAGWALADA. You for Olana, on God. You let me ask God.
Oh, I love it.
I live flaming, with my shami.
Again, the log drums coming into play at this point, just kind of adding an extra oomph to the low end, giving the bass line a little bit of shape, giving it a bit of character in that sort of lower ended section. This is why I always love log drums, because they give such a pronounced sound for a low end, and they're not intrusive, but they give you a kind of shape in the low end rather than like in continuous hum. I think they're such a cool bassy element. They are percussive, which is really cool to see. And again, the transition between the 2 different vocals really nice. I'm loving that sort of chop up feel to it that just kind of keeps you on your toes. You don't know what's going to happen next. I think it's a tune that kind of needed that, because you have got this smooth rolling feel. You need that chop to kind of up the intensity level a tad. Really cool. That transition back into the Benson hook, really, really nice. And I tell you what, I need to point out again, that tambourine kind of jingle, I don't know why it's so impactful on this one, but it just gives an extra kind of shimmer and shine to the instrumental, which already has a lot going for it. I won't lie to you, this is really, really clean, man. I think what we're seeing, just as an overall creation here, is this kind of trio in combination with SARS. It's kind of like the perfect mixing pot of styles. You've got the kind of delicacy of Benson's vocal, You've got the kind of cleanness of Kizz Daniels, and then you've got the complete abstractivity of Seyi Vibez, which we're yet to hear, all wrapped up in this super electronic sunset vibe that we're getting from SARS' production. It's a match made in heaven when we're listening to all three of them, to be honest with you.
I know fit for some if it don't pass my power. I roll up a shawarma, I dey for GWAGWALADA. Onto the next one, give me ginger, give me power, more LA. You surprise me, hold me, can't control me. Onto the next one, give me ginger.
And again, that kind of constant feeling that the tune is moving in a new direction. It never feels like it's standing still. There's constantly new elements being added and new features kind of appearing, whilst also keeping that instrumental really stripped back. It never feels like there's too much going on, but it never feels like there's not enough going on. They've kind of got that perfect blend with all these vocalists that have a very unique vocal texture. Somehow, SARS has managed to create this illustrious backdrop that allows all three of them space without it sounding like he's having to sacrifice anything. I think that's such a brilliant thing to be able to do as a producer.
I know fit fast, I don't fit to pass my power. I roll up my shawarma, I dey for GWAGWALADA. I enter from my GWAGWALADA.
And I love again the sharpness of that piano lead, that dong dong dong. Again, it's a bright note, but the sharpness of the actual playing, the sharpness of the piano performance, I don't know, it just gives it this little kind of, I don't know, almost like tinted edge, where you're kind of going, oh, I didn't expect that. It almost sharpens it a little bit, which is really cool. I won't lie, the vocal combinations on this are absolutely killing it, man. I'm loving the transitions, the fact it doesn't stand still for a singular second. I think this is a tune that's going to do really well. It's not my favourite from any of them, don't get me wrong, and all of these guys, bear in mind, have had absolute bangers over the last 12 months land, but I definitely think this is a great way to showcase what collaboration can do when you're in the room with people that kind of match up to you sonically.
I know fit for some if it don't pass my power. I roll up a shawarma, I dey for GWAGWALADA.
Even this as an outro, just allowing those kind of log drums to run wild, stripping back the vocal layer. It's been a journey, but there's only ever been maybe 4 or 5 elements to this instrumental. So I love the fact that it is so stripped back. It is so kind of clean in its own way, but also it's not kind of, it's not intrusive, you know? And I think that's the most important thing, finding that golden point between minimalism and intrusive as a vocalist and as a vocal combination. That is the key to making a banger, because intrusive, you want to turn it off. Not too minimal, you don't really care because you can't take anything from it, but that golden point in the middle, and that's something that all three of these guys are actually very, very good at finding, so it does kind of make sense that they find it on this one. And there we go then, the sounds of this one, Benson alongside Kizz Daniel and Seyi Vibez for GWAGWALADA. Again, really cool tune, produced by SARS. A lot of credit has to go to SARS on this one. He's absolutely slayed it on the production, making a perfect kind of instrumental structure that allows all three of these vocalists to kind of shimmer and shine and do their own thing without it sounding too much like they're being squeezed in. For me, the strongest performer on here is Benson. Obviously, I like what Kizz does and what Seyi does, but for me, I think Benson's the vocal that kind of rings truest from out all three of them. And again, I love the combinations. I love the use of those log drums down below, just adding a sharpness to the low end. The use of that tambourine on the transition, again, just giving you an extra level of shimmer. Overall, I think this is one that's going to do quite well in the clubs. I think it's one that's going to cause quite a lot of attention. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it sounds. As always, friends, if you have enjoyed this as a video, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Is this a collab you'd like to see again? Who else would you like to see all three of these collaborating with? Do you agree SARS needs a bit more respect on this name, if we're being honest? The guy is creating anthems. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.
Bye.